Okay guys, this is my second video or part 2 of my video giving you guys a tour of my map. My name's Random Man and oh shit. That hurt. Alright, so this is the transportation station. I am recording this on a different day from part 1. And yeah, so this is the transportation station. I'm going to show you guys the rest of the map, and I'm going to show you how you can keep the AI in your base, in whatever location you want to keep your AI in. Like, see this guy? He came out a little later than everybody else. He was a little late to the party. So I'll show you how to, keep the AI in their positions until you want to, get them to come out. So it's more of like a spawning technique. If you play other free roam games and you go to a certain location and then some enemies spawn near you and then they charge you, that's kind of like what that marauder or that pirate just did back there. Now this is the chemical depot. There's nothing here. There was nothing there at the transportation station either. I meant to get out of my vehicle here, but might as well just kill that guy. So I was gonna have a cool video right here by destroying the garage door with the truck, but that pile of shit just tore it down like he was Hulk, and I wasn't able to do that. And he kind of ruined the video for me, but I'm still gonna make it because it's not that great. As you can see here, I have a mission set up to where either me or whoever comes over can play the mission. I usually only make these kind of free roam games for my cousins or my friends, and they like them. They do like them. I made my own video game, basically 21 missions, and yeah. So I'm gonna write that down in my idea book. And now this guy made a terrible decision. You don't ever want to stand out there. Now I wasn't gonna worry about that guy. So now we're heading back to the safe house. I was gonna show you guys the marauders that spawn there and come out of the area, but they already came out and they killed the rest of my teammates, unfortunately. Sorry guys, I'm back. Had to drain the sea monster. Alright, so I think what happened here was I was hearing some dude yap his mouth, and I guess I tried to get his attention, and I was looking for him. I didn't know where he was. And then I think there he is. And I killed him. So you see how late he came out? Usually that's how the rest of them came out. Now you see how the rocks are in the ground right there? What I do is I take medium rock number 6, I believe, and I turn on the navigation mesh and I lower it into the ground to where there's a tiny little navigation dot on top of the rock, but it's not connected to the rest of the navigation mesh. So that way the AI will stay on the rock until they hear a sort of ruckus in the distance, and then they'll move off the rock and they'll come and chase you. So they'll stay in their location until they're ready to move out. Now I'm going to show you guys how to keep AI in your base or your location where you want them. I used to use tiny small rocks, but I've upgraded to cage doors. The cage doors provide this like invisible cage behind it. So what I do with it is I tilt it diagonal and I create this small invisible hump high enough to where the ground navigation mesh disappears, but low enough to where the vehicles can still drive over it. So when you have AI in a base, they'll stay in the base until they hear some sort of commotion in the distance or some sort of fighting going on, and then they'll get into the vehicles, and then they'll drive over the invisible barrier, which is pretty cool. Now I'm gonna show you guys all the places I have cutoffs on. I have a cutoff here, and I have a cutoff over here. And I have a cutoff over here because I want 2 AI bots to stay guarding the garage. So, as you see there. Now I'm using metal debris under the debris file. Usually my goal in making free roam worlds on Far Cry 3 is to make sure there's as many movable objects as possible. because most of the objects are stiff, and the map feels dead, like it's just kind of empty. And I usually try to put as many lights in as I can, but and I have cutoffs here at the entrance of the quarry to keep the guys in the quarry, and the vehicles can still drive out of them if the AI hears anything nearby. So that's a cool thing to do. Now, as for the Dust Town Hall, in my last video, I said I was taking you guys to the town of Dust. I made a mistake. I meant to say the Dust Town Hall. Yeah. So now the Dust Town Hall, there's 4 guys guarding here. And what I did, I created this kind of small little box. And what this box is made out of is of course cages. So you see the AI standing there, which is pretty cool. And then when you turn off the navigation mesh, it's like, oh, he's just standing there, you know, doing what his commander told him to do. And they just stand there until they hear some sort of gunshot or grenade being thrown, and they'll move off of it, and they'll run around the map trying to either kill you, or they'll get into the turret or the vehicle and hunt you down. It's just really cool. Really cool. And then I have a cutoff here at this part here. Now, the coolest thing is that if there's no war or combat going on and the AI is just guarding and they're just, you know, on patrol, they won't cross over to the other navigation mesh even if the cage is destroyed, because you can destroy the invisible cage by shooting at it or throwing a grenade. But if they're just walking around, they won't destroy it, or sorry, they won't walk over it. Now, if there's combat going on, the AI will run over that cutoff part. I think that's awesome because it's more realistic. You know, the guys are guarding, they're staying in their base, and then whenever there's combat going on, they move around everywhere to try and kill you and take cover. Now, I have cutoffs here at the town of Dust, and I have cutoffs here on the street, so that way the AI can walk to the 2 buildings right there. And yeah, I can't wait to finish this map. And yeah, I think this is the end of the video, guys. Check out part 3 of my video, where I give you guys, actually there's 4 parts, so part 3 and part 4 are going to be videos where I give you guys ideas that I have for the Far Cry 4's map editor, if there's going to be a map editor. So thanks, guys, and yeah.